They probably were. Okay, but we're going to be following swohl19 next here.
I just have to go check out who the number 2 seed in that group is.
Okay, this is the first game of the match. I'm going to put the final score of the last match in here. Okay.
I suspect this match will be less close.
Oh, Queen H4 is questionable.
So thank you very much to Masharov for the raid. Let's give him a shout out. We just ended watching one Bughouse World Championship match, and we're starting watching another one. And this is the big one. All four of these players are streamers. So we have swohl19 and JoeBruin. Are both streamers. Swohl mainly streams chess on Chess. JoeBruin is a chess.com partnered streamer. 4-player chess streams mostly 4-player chess on chess.com. ChessyClub streams mostly puzzles and variants on Chess and chess.com. So this is going to be a really fun match. JoeBruin and swohl19 are higher rated and are also another raid from Plaster Hippie. Let's shout him out. So yeah, let me see. So Masarov, appreciate the raid. Let me gift you a sub real quick to thank you for that. So Plaster Hippie
is in Pac-Man mode.
Well, he didn't sit for the night. He did sit for the night. He was up 10 seconds.
There was no way that partner could have forced a knight on that board. It was literally impossible.
Ah, you're right. The C6 one is not actually pinned. I imagine that.
Yeah.
So Plaster Hippie, who just raided, is also playing in the Bughouse World Championship, and he is one of the top seeds in the under 2000 section. Definitely overperforming.
What is this game of tag that the queen and these rooks are playing? Just chasing each other around the board.
JoeBruin is a great chess player, so he can roll out like a whole bunch of chess moves if need be. It's kind of interesting that Joe has played the lion's share of his. Oh, that's adventurous, but I think that works. JoeBruin he's one of these players who mainly plays with only a handful of partners. So in his total Bughouse career, I would say like more than 50% of JoeBruin's Bughouse games have been played with Nicholas Tice, and probably more than the remaining, more than 25% have been played with swohl19. And then the rest is probably a combination of different people. So he is very used to Swohl's style. And 4-player chess is picking up a queen with a tactic here. I think ChessyClub and 4-player chess are definitely doing better than their ratings would suggest. So a knight would mate. A knight would mate for ChessyClub, but she's not going to get it, I would assume. That's pretty reasonable.
Forces the knight.
I think ChessyClub is finding some pretty decent chess moves here.
Here we give the queen for 2.
Yeah, for sure. Or queen takes rook. That's another way of doing it.
That's probably better. So your bishop is threatening f6.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing after bishop g7. Yeah, because I'd rather get rid of your knight than your bishop. The bishop on f8 looks kind of dumb. Because like after bishop g7, you take my queen, I take back my bishop, still attacking f6.
Okay, so
oh wait, we have a knight. We can go knight d5. Yeah.
They got it down 10 seconds. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Just king d8 here.
So pieces would be quite good for 4-player chess, but he is down time, so he's going to need to roll lots of moves.
Yeah, we don't take this rook. We would cover
No.
our background. Yeah, rook f8 sensible.
Ooh, I wouldn't have taken that rook either.
Oh, queen f8, and then pawn d7. For this move order, yeah, this also works. But here he gets to block with a rook, though. Yeah, I think.
Queen,
he didn't block
queen
with
takes
the rook.
That was not a good life choice.
This is accurate. Oh.
Oh,
No, we pre-move queen e7.
Uh-oh, a 4-player chess is mated there.
You were
No.
Oh no.
This shows that
Wait,
we're
this? Are they
we're
random
in.
point?
Are they? I am following swohl19. Are you saying 4-player chess jumped in the random pool?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're playing random people. What
Okay.
is this? I wonder when they'll realize, like, wait a minute, something is wrong.
Eventually they're gonna notice. Say that again.
Nubin chess is swohl's alt. I think we've confirmed this.
JoeBruin
is daft cack.
So, did someone mention to them that they're playing the wrong team? Should I send him like a Discord message or something?
Nah, dog. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, oh, wait a minute.
Did they figure it out? Because as I'm not watching the game, right? Should I be watching this random pool game?
Yeah, they resigned.
They resigned.
No,
okay.
they resigned.
Okay.
They realized, wait a minute.
Anyway, we are in for a pretty good series, it looks like, based on how competitive this first match was. Like, this could have gone either way.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Jenny was asking in the chat whether this is Bughouse World Championship games, which it is. So what's the score right now? The score is 1-0, favoring swohl19 and JoeBruin. And honestly, swohl19 was mated in one move. And 4-player chess was up 2 seconds, so he should have stalled at that point rather than moving into mate in one.
That's the worst feeling in the world, where you're pre-moving all, trying to flag before they can mate you in time, and you don't realize that your partner has mate on their board.
I am absolutely certain that both teams are in calls with each other. So, like, I'm sure that was communicated. Maybe not communicated fast enough, but for sure they're communicating in a voice call. If I didn't have all these wonderful commentators, I would jump in one or the other of the voice calls.
Well, wait, what wonderful commentators?
We have Scary Snakes and the Physician. I don't know.
Oh, those dudes? Oh, come on. You're giving
Yeah, they're kind of trash.
Here's match 2.
Yeah, we can just look at the speed of the opening moves, and JoeBruin and swohl seem very comfortable here. Like,
they are, yeah.
15 seconds of the opening.
And Chessy
B4.
I think ChessyClub definitely gets into positions where she's not quite sure what to do, and this is not a great move because pawn at B4 would have.
ChessyClub has gone full turtle. I respect it.
Yeah, but this was one of the problems the last time we played. They played. I did cover their last match, and she was not as aggressive as she should have been. She would tend to get good chess positions later in the game. Is 4-player chess just winning pawn after pawn after pawn?
What do you think a match that they win looks like? Like, what's the roadmap to success for 4PC and ChessyClub?
I think later in the game, ChessyClub is good at coming up with tactics and winning pieces and attacking. early in the game, she's not very confident and can get down on time and lose pieces for sure. Four-player chess is going to keep rolling. In the last series, four-player chess would sack more than he should have, and then they would be like down pieces a bunch of games without much of an attack. I think it works well when four-player chess just picks up pieces instead of sacking when he doesn't have pieces in hand. I think that their previous matches they were able to stay more competitive on time, but the time disadvantage is really going to be bad for them in this particular series. So we see four-player chess.
Knight mates, yeah, queen c8. They realize.
Yeah, nice mate from swohl19.
That's nice. Yeah, I think it was inevitable. Although I'm surprised JoeBruin didn't end up mating.
Yeah, as well. I mean, four-player chess has a boatload of extra pieces because swohl19 sacked a little to get in on ChessyClub, and even beyond sacking, I think ChessyClub and four-player chess were winning pieces, but ChessyClub just wasn't safe enough. swohl had those good attacking instincts.
Yeah, and Fuzz, if you're surprised JoeBruin didn't mate, it's called being unselfish and playing for your partner's board. You should try it sometime.
No. My partner's board. What is this heresy you speak of?
So our current score is 2-0, favoring JoeBruin and swohl19. And by the way, Joe,
personal record book.
I believe Joe and swohl are top seed of their group.
Yes, that's correct. ChessyClub and four-player chess are the number 3 seed. But in my personal record book, it is currently 1-1 because swohl does not deserve to be alive after that first game.
In your heart, it's 1-1.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, that looks like a fuzzy opening by the four-player chess is playing.
Is swohl and ChessyClub, are they not moving, or is this like a glitch on my end?
Oh, ChessyClub just lagged massively.
Okay. So they're already down 8 seconds. Not looking good.
Takes me back to my younger years when I was terrible and I could afford to be terrible. Oh man, you should see me when I first played Bughouse. Good grief.
Oh, I would love a time machine just to go back and experience that.
That's the great thing about these streams. Like I've partnered and played against some people like 2-3 years ago, which we have videos on YouTube that are now like 300-400 points higher. Like Plaster Hippie, who's in the chat, is probably a good example of that. Like we've seen him go up from like 1700 to 2100.
JoeBruin's in.
I think Chewy the Chewer has also gone up a lot over the years that we've seen. So JoeBruin on the attack, and JoeBruin is I like just pawn at e7 here. And
he's selflessly sack sitting.
Yeah, we take this once and we leave the knight next to our king.
Yeah, I would have put the pawn on c7, I think, for that reason.
If pawn c7, I might be a greedy whore and go queen c8 and then run my king, but...
Not down 20 seconds?
You say it like I've never made poor life decisions before.
So if it were me, for JoeBruin, I think he should play bishop e2 to attack the knight and get the queen attacking the d-file. But no, he's going to wait for pieces, it looks like. And this can be interesting because of the threat of queen to b4 if the king retreats on the dark squares. Yeah, queen b4 is crushing.
E2 is such a chuck move. That's cool, actually. I think every Bughouse player who's ever lived is sitting for a knight to check them on d5, but bishop e2 looks so strong. Like
so
you've got all the same
so
threats.
now another knight or a rook would mate for JoeBruin, but he wouldn't even need that if instead of putting the bishop on d6, if he had played queen b4.
Yeah,
which is a chess move people should look for. Hey, Mad Quick Chess, this is the under 2000. Hey, OKZH, thanks for watching.
Yeah, holding this seems impossible. I don't like putting the knight on the board. I mean, knight e5 and next queen g5. Oh, okay.
What?
That seemed unnecessary.
Yeah.
Still up 15 seconds.
I mean, at h6 and he's just rock and rolling, or even
I
bishop takes
mean,
e5.
yeah, it's just take all the pawns, I guess. Take all the pawns, take all the pieces, promote all the pawns.
It's probably not going to cost me.
Bishop takes h3 could be good for 4-player chess. Because pawn can't take back.
At that earlier. Like
And the knight does guard g7. So I definitely like bishop takes h3.
It would have been a try at least.
Wait, now we have like knight f3 threats. If we get a rook.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
we can't do that. Now you're dead.
Bye.
That is not the way.
I mean, there's no rook. Okay, now we're dying. Goodbye.
Yeah, this is death. Oh, back was not the way to go.
ChessyClub has also made it. It's all fine. Planned.
The upset of the century, 4-player chess did not get checkmated. I did not see that one coming.
But again, when we say that 4-player chess did not get checkmated, he had an opportunity.
A block with a bishop that you could threaten.
Oh yeah. Oh, that would have been amazing.
That's so scummy.
Can you imagine? JoeBruin would have flipped his keyboard upside down, and we would have no choice but to laugh at him for the next 10 years.
Nothing else in the match would matter after that. You've won the emotional battle for all time. Okay, that game I don't take too much from because they spotted their opponents like 10 seconds out of the opening.
They did, yeah.
Due to that.
When you say out of the opening, move one, they spotted them like 20 seconds. Yeah. And our score right now is 3-0.
As 4PC, I'm happy to take these two pieces for the queen. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, F2 is a little weak, but it's no longer weak. Okay. Yeah, I like what 4-player chess is doing here.
Oh, this is looking great for them. We're winning a free pawn on ChessyClub's board too. This is. I like the decision not to sack there on f7 either. Like you're up material, you've got great position on both boards. Don't put yourself in a position where you're having to sit for pieces.
Yeah, here I would sack. I would play knight takes pawn, followed by pawn at e6, rather than just taking the rook.
We're on the same page.
So pawn at e6 is the way. And I did talk about this after his last game, and he did not do it. But still, pawn at f5 is okay here. Okay, he's going to castle.
Okay, f4? Yes! Okay,
nice.
Let's go.
Great move.
Full is sitting to keep flow low, but...
take that knight.
It's a nice move.
Take the knight. The bishop guards the rook. Just take the knight.
It does. That's how chess works.
Oh, and now he has a knight to throw in there. I think I would just play pawn at e6 just to draw him out more. Pawn at e6 and then maybe knight at... Ooh, I don't think that pawn move does
slow. He wants to go knight d5.
Maybe... Okay, I thought knight at d6 was the plan.
So they do have to be careful.
So yeah, knight at h3 could pick up the rook, or it could...
Wait, what happened? Swohl just hung a queen. Oh, okay. That certainly helps.
Ooh.
We need to mate here.
Still not mate.
It's not.
You need knight and rook.
Maybe just rook takes f6. I'm not sure. Or queen takes f6. Maybe queen takes f6 because you want to get your knight to f7 eventually.
Yeah, on knight h3 we have to go king f1.
And bishop takes h6. I like bishop takes h6 here. I mean, depending on what JoeBruin does, of course. But 4-player chess is in a great position now.
Yeah, JoeBruin kind of messed up. No. Who hung the queen?
Swohl hung the queen, but
Swohl
I
hung
like
the queen, right?
PC's position even before the queens came.
Yeah.
Swohl, the way you win that knight takes f6, you have to force heavies for your partner, like ASAP.
That's not bad. If you can take out the knight, that at least alleviates a bit of the pressure.
Yeah, but there's always going to be knight at f6 on the other.
Yeah, you could just drop a pawn in and then play knight to f7. Oh no, what?
Oh, this
that looks sketchy.
King f2.
Yep.
Don't let a knight mate.
Ooh, no.
Okay, partner can hold knight here at least.
So knight takes f7 has been a great move forever. And now the question is, do you take the bishop? Here. Oh, you were looking at knight at e6 for mate, or what? What was?
Oh no, I was looking at queen d7, but queens are allowed to move backwards. So now Swohl has mate.
Okay.
Oh, that's two games that were so close that they should have had.
Hey, good gamer! Congratulations on your match result. That was a lot of fun watching that match. It was a great comeback.
I want to personally thank you for giving me the overtime that I so desperately needed in my life.
Our score right now is 4-0, favoring JoeBruin and swohl19. But the score alone, it doesn't really reflect what we've seen, because we have seen some pretty close games here.
Yeah, one of the games definitely should have gone to 4PC and ChessyClub, and the last game probably should have gone to them.
So there's a free pawn for 4-player chess. I'm not sure why he's not taking it. But swohl immediately uses a pawn to win a piece.
Pawn at a3.
ChessyClub should probably sack here. She has a bunch of pieces in hand. The other possibility is pawn at h6 could be good. Either knight takes f7 or pawn at h6.
Nice decision from Joe and Swohl. So instead of immediately taking the queen or immediately moving away, they're waiting to see what ChessyClub does, and they have so much time it's possible Swohl can get a position where the queen is good for him.
Pawn at h6. Go after these dark squares. ChessyClub can't afford to wait for the queen because they're down too much time. The queen is never going to come, so she has to find some other attacks.
The only scenario where the queen comes is in a scenario where you don't want the queen.
Yeah.
All right, Fuzziest to go.
I'll miss you.
Yes, but don't worry. When we play like Sean and his opponent, that's gonna be a quality shit show, I assure you.
Oh, queen trade is offered on the other. Interesting. Oh, now we're gonna see like knight at h3, and that queen is gonna benefit swohl. Oh, they did not coordinate that well.
The queen's not coming anymore though.
The queen still might come. The rook is attacking it. Okay, yeah, now the queen isn't coming. So interesting.
As much as I want to go pawn h3, I don't think we can allow them. Oh no, I don't like taking this and
no, I don't like it either.
Now Swohl or Joe can force rook.
Not anymore. He could before.
ChessyClub, you can't sit here though.
You can't. You can't sit at all. So the ChessyClub's move could. Never mind. There's no scenario where her move was good. Oh, now it's good. Wow, that's mate. ChessyClub, let's play mate. I was going to say there's no scenario where that's good because knight at h3 could have been played by swohl, which would have won with the bishop still on f3.
Well, perhaps this is appropriate for because the first game they lost and they had no business losing that game, and then this game they won and they had no business winning this game.
Yep. But they were down so much that was like a really good try, and it just worked out for them. So one thing I've heard that I truly believe is when there is when you're very closely rated to your opponents, or when you're rated higher than your opponents, you just play solid and grind it out. When there's a huge rating differential, you aim to create chaos, because chaos favors the lower rated team. The higher rated team just wants business as usual.
Yeah, like you want the variance, because if it's a match where it's just solid, the better team's going to win. So yeah, that makes perfect sense. ChessyClub has a nice initiative here. Maybe just knight a3. Yep.
Oh, I don't like knight takes. I would have played pawn takes to get the rook involved on the 4-player chessboard.
King h1. Ooh. Not the biggest fan of leaving this diagonal open, but rook plus knight shouldn't be coming, so it should be fine.
Yeah, JoeBruin's up about 5 seconds, but is not gonna get more material.
This is a good time to sit, because ChessyClub really wants pieces, and swohl and JoeBruin are sitting to stop her from getting those pieces. What about g6? That's too slow. I wanted some like g6, h5, bishop h6, but surely we don't have time for that. It's not easy to find a good chess move here.
For ChessyClub, you're talking about, or for JoeBruin?
For ChessyClub.
For ChessyClub, I would just develop the undeveloped knight. So like, yeah, that's
yeah, the problem is that there was d5, which is why it like was not clear to me what we should be doing.
Well, ChessyClub could play d5 herself.
Yeah, I like this. Yeah, d5 and if e5 would go like knight e4.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, d5 isn't that big of a threat now with the knight not on c3, because we just take this twice.
Yep. A ChessyClub, I guess, would like a diagonal for f4, or I'm not sure. Maybe she plays knight g4 potentially. I'm not quite sure what she's waiting for.
Yeah, the problem with knight g4 is you just go queen g3, and my knight's kind of like awkwardly placed.
It's awkwardly placed, but you can play just h5 or something like that. I mean, it's better than sitting.
I am terrified of pawn at g6. I don't want to play h5. Now you have to watch out for queen f6. Everything's covered right now, actually. So
that's a great move. Defends the knight.
Yeah,
covers.
Now, great move.
Oh, I was gonna say no. I don't like that. I would have liked knight takes d4 there instead. And now JoeBruin is doing pretty good on his board. Yeah, so a knight would win for JoeBruin probably. Oh, he should have taken the knight and then played knight f3.
Yeah, we go knight e2. Like, oh, I don't like opening up the queen. I mean, as 4PC, you just have to keep putting pieces near your king. This is just mate now. Okay, we've been given life. Life is gone. Yeah, in time scramble situations especially, you want to over prioritize king's safety.
Yeah.
Because as long as you're not mating as long as you're not getting mated there, your win condition is them losing on time.
Yeah, I feel like when they get into the time scramble in a chessy position, ChessyClub can hold her own with swohl19 and was kind of winning pieces. Well, swohl was not accomplishing very much. But on the other board, 4-player chess was already dead, so the game was kind of already over at that point.
Should take c6. Yep. Let's develop. At c6. Let's just play normal developing moves here.
Okay, so there's a weakness on the 4-player chess board. Another pawn would be good. Either pawn or bishop on g2, followed by another pawn on a2 is quite good. Or even a pawn on e2 could also be good. The idea of pawn at e2 is if knight takes knight, then you have the smothered mate. So pawn at e2 is very good. Pawn at a2, the idea is rook takes pawn, then you promote. We could see knight at h4 while they're waiting, since he has a knight.
At least it's yeah. I like pawn at h2 here because we can still play your pawn at e2 idea. We just like promote first.
Sure.
Yeah, this looks over. We promote, and we the world's our oyster. We have like knight at h4 threats. We still have this pawn at e2 idea looking. Knight at h4 looks.
Bishop at e2 looks good, or knight at h4.
I guess on bishop e. Whoa, what? Excuse me.
That was not good at all. Interesting.
Hey, king g1, and I'm gonna go take your bishop. Rook isn't coming.
Yeah, the rook would mate, but if JoeBruin could somehow get a knight, that would be helpful. But that knight is not under attack.
Knight, but yeah, I don't think you can force this.
Oh, swohl is using his own knight, trying to get a chess move in.
This king h8 here. Okay, this is also fine. And you just communicate to partner to hold knight here. We've got a sort of mutual holding of pieces.
I like bishop takes d2 here.
What's your idea after knight takes?
Then you save your knight. You can move your knight back. Oh, don't like that. Is he going for draw? No, don't like that.
This is king h1 here. Knight on h2 gets in the way
king h1 is safe forever. Now maybe just like rook takes g7. Fourplayer chess is totally safe. Rook takes g7, threatens bishop takes f. No, don't like that. Nah. Things are going south. Fourplayer chess. Sack the bishop now. Now it's time to attack if you have a queen in hand. Bishop takes f7 was the move.
Yeah, the problem is ChessyClub probably has to play for mate here, and they need a lot more than they currently have to checkmate. I mean, you assume Joe and swohl sit here, so ChessyClub can really think through either the best defense or... Oh, this is so hard to cover the squares you need to cover.
The fourplayer chess has a great position, but yeah, ChessyClub has a lot of struggles here. That just hangs a pawn. Not a fan. Maybe bishop at d4 to threaten f2 and also cover g7. That just
I was
hangs.
looking at the problem is knight f6 cuts off the defense of the bishop. This is cute.
Yeah, so ChessyClub is hanging all the pieces, also getting mated.
That's maiden one.
Yeah, maiden one on the JoeBruin board, which he's not going to play. Because why would he? JoeBruin just trading queens.
Oh, sit. Your partner can win on time. Don't walk into maiden one. Oh.
So, I think I figured out what's going on here. JoeBruin is just trying to make swohl feel really good about himself. So he's not going for mates, and he's just trying to feed swohl every piece possible. And I've seen situations like this, by the way. I think I've told the story before. I'll give a very abbreviated version. So there was a chess tournament where Who Am I and SGS were just playing Bughouse for fun, and two grandmasters walked up and wanted to play them Bughouse for money. And so Who Am I said, no, we'll just play for fun. But these guys insisted. So finally, Who Am I agreed to play for money. And SGS just mated them every single time because all Who Am I does is like play for his partner and makes a sack sitter like SGS look like a bug house god. So these guys thought that SGS must be the greatest bug house player who ever lived. So Who Am I decided to change strategy, and he said to SGS, just don't mate. You can do anything you want, just don't mate. So SGS started like not mating, and then Who Am I started mating every game after taking all the pieces.
That's mad disrespectful.
And then at the end, when the GMs tried to like pay them their money for like the hundreds of dollars they'd lost, Who Am I said, no, it was just for fun.
Queen takes h6 tonight is really good for 4PC.
Yep.
Yeah, the knight just mates.
Queen
Even
takes?
if King G2,
No.
the knight made it. Oh,
come on. This is like she sat forever and then played the wrong move. So there is at very least a draw for 4-player chess. So unfortunately, the bishop is going to take this knight off, and
you've got
still didn't take the knight. Come on, it's like there's many ways. Take the knight. Bishop takes. Still hasn't taken the knight. Bishop takes knight. swohl for probably sit here. The knight is so bad. Oh, this is a mate threat as well with rook at h1.
Yeah, but knight at g3, and you're never gonna have enough to mate me because another rook isn't coming.
But pawn at d6 might be an option for JoeBruin also to start attacking.
Is queen coming? Oh, the queen's almost trapped actually. Yeah, king f7. The time is too critical here.
Yeah, I don't even think JoeBruin needs a queen to mate. And this could be a knight check, like knight at g5 followed by knight at d5. I think JoeBruin has mate here for sure.
He's gonna need a little bit, yeah. I don't think that he has already. Like knight g5, king g6.
I think he has enough. That's the wrong order.
But order for sure.
But I think his plan is defense. He's going to play knight takes bishop instead of going for the mate here.
swohl has a crushing position now as well. Does pawn just mate? I think pawn just mates for swohl.
Yeah, he has to see g3 to vacate the square after the pawn check.
Oh yeah, he sees it.
Yep, he's got it. Ooh, I should have put a new knight in rather than moving the knight. Still probably mates, but not as clean.
All right, it's do or die time. Match score 7-1. Okay, I just have one question. Do you believe?
Do I believe? I mean, I believe 4-player chess.
All right,
you
heard here first.
ChessyClub have been overperforming. So, like, we've seen some competitive matches here for sure. Some competitive games.
I'm calling it right now. Final scored 9-7 in favor of ChessyClub in 4-player chess.
Oh, I'm not sure if I believe that much. I believe that this won't be match point. I'm not saying I believe that 4-player chess is gonna win the match.
You don't have to, because I'm believing for you. On behalf of Chuck, he endorses that this will be the greatest comeback in match history.
But JoeBruin,
ChessyClub 4PC, they were watching the match before, taking notes. They know how to come back.
I don't really like that sack from JoeBruin. I think 4-player chess is safe enough. 4-player chess is waiting to sack himself until he has more material on hand. I hope at least. Oh, he just hung a pawn. That's a little bit uncharacteristic because he has been playing solid in general.
Yeah, I like this 95 move from ChessyClub. Knight takes and hitting the bishop.
So ChessyClub needs to keep moving. Not sure what she's sitting for.
I'd like this position a lot more if my knight was on e5 and aiming at some of these light squares around the king.
I like this bishop move. That's interesting. So queen check, bishop takes h3. That was a really nice find by ChessyClub.
Very creative. I think we can get
now
away
it's
with
time.
king
Now,
g1 here.
now it's time for 4-player chess to sack too. Bishop takes pawn.
Oh, we're down time. We can't get away with king g1 here.
4-player chess should play bishop takes pawn for sure. Start getting in there, followed by knight at g5.
I think he wants to sit and force him to play without pieces. Now you go. Now partner his pieces. You go.
I have no idea why he's sitting. He really needs to be going.
He was originally sitting to force swohl to defend without pieces, so we had to push g3 instead of playing bishop at g3. But as soon as swohl pushes g3, you have to move and get your partner pieces. Still not the easiest thing to defend.
Oh, maybe bishop g4 here?
We just have like king g1.
Okay, this is still interesting position. 4-player chess is still trying to hold pieces for some reason, when he should be trying to take pieces. So I'm a little confused by that. And all of a sudden, JoeBruin is getting safer.
Oh, the bishop f7 and pawn at e6.
Right. No,
please.
For sure. Yeah.
If I bishop e7, I don't even take this. I just go king d8 as JoeBruin. swohl is sitting because he doesn't like his position. I've definitely been there before. Like, aren't really any good moves. So he's sitting for a blocker, which fair enough, I guess.
I just like bishop takes. Yeah. This is looking still pretty good for ChessyClub. I think you trade the queens here.
Nope, it instantly kills your partner.
Oh, okay. Let's not trade the queens.
King f1, you're fine. Yeah, partner's holding queen for you. Certainly, Chuck isn't your partner for PC.
Oh, that's a great move by JoeBruin. This threat. Take that pawn for sure. Pawn takes pawn.
You've got a great position here. I think you just keep moving and avoid time scramble.
Yeah.
Oh, knight f3.
Knight f3. You're right. It's pretty crushing.
Yeah, I mean, it still wasn't mating because the king runs to g1 after. I mean, you can still play knight f3.
Yep. Found it.
Okay,
queen takes.
You don't have anything without a rook still.
Might be time to like sack the queen for that rook. Never mind. Maybe that mates your partner still.
You know, here for PC, you just turtle. You.
Probably bishop at h3. Oh, okay. Take all that. No, take the knight. I think with the other one.
Oh, 4PC is clinging on for dear life. Oh no, you have to go king e2. Oh,
wow. Okay. That was a close game, though. Okay, so that is the match point, I believe. That's 8-1.
Well played.
So congratulations to swohl19 and JoeBruin.
Well, thanks for having me on, Chuck. I'm going to head out. You have a great day, man. Take care.
Thanks so much for your commentary. That was Scary Snakes. Let's see. Maybe we can get some post-game interviews. I'm going to actually switch to my Discord server. And I'm going to get in a call in my Discord server. And we'll see if we can pull some of these guys in. Let me see. Yeah, the final score was 8-1. And in the under 2000 section, it is first to 8. A 4-player chess. Come in my Discord server. Oh wait, we're getting a call from swohl19 and JoeBruin. Hold on, I take the call. Hey guys.
Hey, there it is.
Yeah. Congratulations, guys. Great job. They were actually pretty competitive. I was pretty impressed with their play. I don't know about you guys,
Oh my god, they played fantastically. I think they took advantage of the fact that like me and Joe were like definitely like not on the same page for quite a few of these games. Joe's not on his at-home setup, so
Joe's on a traveling setup. Okay,
yeah.
That's so.
I'm at home for Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay, home for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I wonder whether that they took that into account, or they're like, Joe, when are you not at your normal computer? You don't have a mouse. Maybe you can play on a trackpad, left-handed. Is there a time we could facilitate that?
We told them that all these days worked, and I knew that this was going to be a challenge this week, but it ended up not really mattering too much. I'm luckily playing on my little brother's PC right now.
My little brother's PC.
So one of the things we noticed in the game, in this whole match, was that JoeBruin's strategy seemed to be give Sammy everything he wants all the time, and never take checkmate M1 when you can give Sammy an extra pawn.
I missed checkmate. I realized I missed checkmate once when I took back I think it was the bishop, but if I miss more than that, then you're absolutely right.
So Sammy, how does it feel having a partner who lets you achieve all your hopes and dreams? It seemed like sort of a.
It feels great. I'm not gonna lie. The one game that 4-player chess and I keep forgetting ChessyClub. The one game they won was where Joe asked, he was like, oh, can I give a queen? And I wanted to take ChessyClub's queen, and I'm like, don't take the queen, and he took the queen, and I got mated, and I'm like, bro, I said, don't take the queen.
I don't have headphones, or I'm just on the Discord, so I guess I mean, I saw that the queen was made, but then I thought he must have like done something where it was like he wanted to like place a queen or something, but it just failed, and that was the game we lost.
I mean, honestly, I didn't really feel too bad because we should have lost. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys should have lost the first game, and there was like two other games that you should have lost as well. We should have lost
too. We should have probably lost that last.
Yeah, game. The last game they were crushing you as well, but I mean, you should have won most of them. Honestly, that game where the queen mated you, like all you guys had to do was sit. You were up like, I don't know, 10 or 15 seconds at that time. But they got very lucky, but they also just created that opportunity where it like they were so dead that one game they won that they should go for like any random cheese, and that cheese happened to work.
I think ChessyClub is very, very good. I think she just needs to play a little bit faster.
Yeah, well, I think ChessyClub was more hesitant in her openings, so would get downtime in openings because she wasn't quite sure what to do, and turtled up like a lot of games in the openings. But once she got past the opening into like the middle game and the end game, she sped up, and the moves just got a lot better. So I think you guys are just more comfortable playing Bughouse because you have more experience, so you can rattle out those openings faster.
That's what it felt like. Yeah, we were up time a lot of games, which definitely helped. But yeah, no, they put up a lot of good games. Like a lot of positions where, like, you know, me and Joe were like struggling and we were trying to figure it out. It was a little stressful, but yeah, in the end, we got the job done. I don't know if 8-1 was indicative to how the match went.
It was not. The match should have been a lot closer. You guys were definitely playing better, like the better team as far as time, move quality, etc. But it should have been a little bit closer. I think this match should have been like 8-3, 8-4, something like that.
Yeah, completely agree. They played really, really well. I know 4-player chess was, he kept talking about how like he's hoping to get one game. The whole time I was like, listen, like, Not that good. Trust me, you could definitely get a game.
There were a few
Definitely
games when they were up like 8 pieces on you guys.
Yeah,
So
I know.
I think I think that's partly because maybe they've watched my streams and how greedy I am, and some of my greed has rubbed off on them. But yeah, I mean,
No.
you guys were more aggressive at times, certainly going more for attack, where they would go
I
for the
want to
pieces.
mention something that you, Chuck, maybe you may not have really thought about or realized, but the fact that I was the higher rated opponent actually, I think, made a big difference. I feel like maybe Joe could have done better against ChessyClub because she was kind of like more solid and Joe's kind of solid, where I'm like looking for the attack. So like maybe
Yeah,
like, if I was playing
it's
4-player chess, I could have like attacked him more.
It's interesting that you mentioned that because I saw you trying your best last night to make that happen. Where swohl entered the random pool, streamed for about an hour, and of course anyone who plays in the random pool, the rating goes down. But he was not able to drive that rating down quite enough to be under JoeBruin. Maybe another hour you could have got there.
Yeah, definitely. But I was just so tired of playing in the random pool that I gave up. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, great match. Honestly, I definitely want to partner 4-player chess and ChessyClub. I'd love to play with them and in the future. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be rooting for them in
And
the rest
you
of
and
their
how long
journey.
how long have you and Joe been playing Bughouse?
Well,
Years.
honestly, Chuck, I've pretty much the only time I started seriously playing Bughouse was when I first started partnering with you. So probably like a few years,
Like 2 years, something like that
yeah,
for
2
swohl.
years around there.
One of my first ever streams, I was playing Bughouse with Sammy. We got a huge raid from John Bartholomew.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh,
that
nice.
was awesome.
And then we partnered with John too. He played with us.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, that was great.
Yeah, so you guys have both been playing for 2 or 3 years, something like that. Joe, did you play Bughouse before you streamed, like at UCLA Chess Club or anything like that?
Yeah. So our chess club meetings would always be like the first hour is kind of just normal, usual chess, and then we would wrap things up with Bughouse, and that's kind of how I
Yeah,
learned
I've been to a bunch of Bughouse, a bunch of chess clubs like that. So my strategy is kind of arrive after the first hour, avoid all that chess stuff. But yeah, so your opponents, in contrast, like I think they just started playing Bughouse, if not this month, then like within the last like 3 months. So they have like much less Bughouse experience.
They have a bunch of untapped potential.
I know Luke is definitely more of a 4-player kind of guy, as you can tell by his username. But I think Luke also just had so many opportunities to like sacrifice on me
Exactly.
and like defensive.
Yeah.
So I think he let me off the hook a lot. So yeah, I like Sammy said, I agree. They have a lot of potential, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do in the rest of the tournament.
You mentioned like teams
watched...
that could be like that could gain like lots of rating like over the tournament. I feel like this team definitely
for sure they're gonna gain lots of rating. I think I gave Luke advice in the last match where he was sacking too much early in the opening. This time I think he maybe sacked a little bit too little. But it's not that. I think I was advising him against sacking on like move 3 or move 4 when he didn't have pieces in hand. But in contrast, like there were times late in the game where he had a bunch of pieces in hand, and even when JoeBruin would be attacking 4-player chess, and then all of a sudden JoeBruin like would forget to check him or would like capture a piece instead of checking. That 4-player chess had those opportunities instead of recapturing the piece to just start sacking and get in there. And he missed a few of those opportunities for sure.
Yeah, I like this last game for sure. Like he had like queen in hand, and he could have sacked on.
Bishop takes f7 was good a number of moves when there was still something on e7 or when the queen hadn't gone to d7 yet. So yeah, there were those opportunities this game and other games as well. So hopefully 4-player chess can take a look at the stream and see that it takes some intuition in Bughouse. You have to learn that like your instinct, especially playing chess, is when someone attacks you, when someone captures a piece. Like usually you're looking at that attack and you're looking at recapture and you're thinking, oh, I can't just like ignore that attack. But often you can just ignore the attack when it's not check. You need to, anytime it's not check, you can say, well, hold on, I'm not in check. If there's something else I can do besides looking at this immediate threat, which may be a phantom threat. The four-player chess said in the chat that he would be down for partnering you, swohl. So
sounds like 4-player chess. Let's do it.
That's like a fun stream sometime. He could also teach you 4-player chess. 4-player teams is a lot of fun as well.
4-player chess. I am the worst 4-player chess player you'll ever meet in your entire life. Chuck could vouch for me. So please, I'm all for the tips. I've only played teams though, so I'm completely unfamiliar with free for all. But I'm down to learn. Yeah. So yeah, whenever.
Let me see.
Partner me, I'll teach you. Yeah.
Let me see if I can add him to this.
Play it a lot bug without the checkmate thing. Oh, like, so you can't drop for checkmate? Is that what it is?
And that's not a bug house.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who learn like that, but it's a different game for sure. Man, it's so hard to... Wait, his handle is... Oh, maybe I can't add him because he's not friends with you guys. Anyway, I could do a separate call with him. But yeah, any closing thoughts about the games here? Who are you guys playing next week?
I hope that we become more comfortable as the tournament goes on, because I feel like sometimes me and Joe we should communicate a little bit more, be on the same page. But like Joe also said, I think the setup today was a little bit rough with him, not being at his comfortable setup. No, I think it'll be, interesting as the match goes on. Obviously, we can't just look at ratings and be like, oh, we're just going to crush these guys. I mean, I thought 4-player chess and ChessyClub played a fantastic match. I mean, a couple critical moments, and it could have been like 8-4.
And it's good that you guys have had some competition here to get you guys warmed up and on your game, because you're probably you're like certainly favorites to win out your group and go to the single elimination phase, and that there's going to be even tougher competition in the single elimination phase. So you need to be ready for that.
I was saying to Joe, I'm like, Joe, if we play like this in the elimination, we can get wrecked. So we got to step up our game.
Yeah, I just want to say GG's to them. They definitely played pretty well, and I didn't even look at their ratings going in, so I had no idea what to expect. I didn't think it would be like, I think Luke beforehand said it would be 8-0. I didn't think it would be like...
I was not convinced that we were just going to walk over them.
And yeah, that first game was definitely a wake-up call for us. But
I was like, all right, we gotta step up our game.
So yeah, GG's to you guys, and good luck in the rest of the tournament.
All right, well, great talking with you guys. I'm gonna hop in a call with the other players. But have a great day, guys. And I shouted you guys out. Definitely follow both of them. They're both great chess streamers. We wish they would play more Bughouse, but when they do, it's always awesome.
I need a partner. I'm not going to play the random pool anymore. It sucks.
The random pool is brutal for sure. All right. Have a great afternoon, guys. Bye.
See you.
All right. Let me see. Okay. I can try to... I'm not sure if they're in my Discord or somewhere else. They say they're in a call somewhere. Maybe they're in the 4-player chess Discord. Let me go check that out. Nope, I don't see them there. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hey, how are you doing, Luke?
I am just exhausted. I gotta say, it was a fun match, but definitely exhausted. I had no expectation for this whole match.
I know you had no expectation, but you guys played great. You definitely overperformed, and it's clear, even if you guys don't progress to the single elimination stage, like this is your first few months of playing Bughouse, and you're already performing at this level. Like next year you could go really far. So what do you guys think of the match in general?
I mean, I had no expectation until that first game. Until I threw literally, it's just like you watching our game was just like you watching people in a sub battle or the Pog Champs, literally doing the exact thing that you literally do not want them to do. Watch me hang checkmate when I have 2 extra seconds in that first game. And then hang checkmate in that last game when I have 5 extra seconds and could just sit. When Madalena has checkmate on both.
Yes, it was stupid at the end because it was checkmate if I would capture with the other bishop, and I saw it. And don't ask me why I captured with the bishop that I used. So I saw that it's checkmate, and I just used it the other bishop.
I guess in summary, what Madalena is saying is that, like, as Maurice Ashley would say, what happens in time trouble stays in time trouble, right?
Yeah, it's difficult.
Actually, sorry, Jack, please.
Oh, I was going to say it's difficult because in Bughouse, time is part of the game. So you don't want to get too far down on time. So the like move quality and time, there's definitely a trade-off. So it's understandable when people don't always find the most accurate moves.
In fact, I think our problem was that we didn't play. I don't know how many games I've played on Bughouse. So I don't know for you, Luke, but I don't think I have 20 games on Bughouse.
I mean, I definitely don't have 20. I played all of them with either Radon, Madalena, or a couple of other random people that I accidentally ran into. One of them actually being some rusty bugger who's actually a very good player. I almost forgot to sit when he told me to, which is a problem. My biggest problem with the way I'm throwing these games is not sitting when I absolutely have to. And my partner has checkmate on the other board.
Yeah, and that's a learned skill. I mean, there's certain things in Bughouse that are applicable from chess and that chess players just know off the top of their head. But the stalling aspect of chess, you don't see in many other games. So it's something you have to learn from Bughouse itself.
Stalling is a tournament thing in 4-player chess, by the way. If you're trying to be the first, that's where that goes into play. And I actually lost a tournament to Radon because of that, because he managed to stall one of the games when he was farming people and I was running into tough opponents. I can't remember when that was, like 2 months ago, but anyhow, that was a little tangent on 4-player chess. Let's get back to Bughouse. First of all, as my team name would suggest from the Chess Play Quick event, Bughouse is not 4-player chess.
Bughouse is not 4-player chess. No, different game.
Yes, sure. Definitely a different game. A lot of people get it confused for the same game. But 2 different skills, 2 different games, 2 different numbers of squares, 2 different shapes. Oh, swohl.
Thanks so much to swohl19 for gifting a sub to JoeBruin and another sub to Madalena Maria.
And my partner.
So for those who don't know, I'm a partner streamer on chess.com. We have 45 tier 1 emotes that you can use. Many of them Bughouse related and 4-player chess related.
Yep. I'm really proud of Chuck for all of his incredible accomplishments on Twitch and being able to put more 4-player team emotes than I could do with all of my 4-player emotes, 9 emotes at tier 1 and stuff. Chuck has
I'll go with Mata. Yeah, and I love giving back to the 4-player chess community and the Bughouse community. For a while I was like the only Bughouse streamer, but now Bughouse has gotten a resurgence, so we're seeing more and more Bughouse streamers, luckily.
Yes.
And in 4-player chess, I mean I started playing as like just another game that I could do when I got sick of Bughouse sometimes, which is rare. But I've really got to like 4-player chess. Last night I got up to I think 25.95. 25.95 at 4-player FFA, so I'm almost 2600, though I am a bit of a farmer, or eater, as we used to say.
The audience are going to be surprised to hear this, but I have not achieved any number of FFA as high as that yet.
Yeah, I don't think you've tried though, because when I see Luke play 4-player FFA, like Luke knows the meta of like what you should do to do well at 4-player FFA, and he likes going against the meta. So I've seen him streaming often, and he'll start a game and he'll be like, okay, let me attack my opposite just for the hell of it, or let me try to win only moving a knight or something like that. And I'm not as adventurous.
I mean, I'm definitely the adventurous one. I also play opponents my size. Cough, cough, farm. Where's that farm emote when you need it? This. No, definitely a great pleasure watching you play. And Chuck plays very consistently.
Meta, I'm the farmer. I farm when I play 4-player FFA usually. Just because I know 2500s, 2600s would annihilate me, even 2400s. I think I can hold my own versus like 2100s, but when it gets too high, they just team on me and in the opening, and I'm not quite as good at the opening phase where you team. So that's something I need to learn for sure. But anyway, these are two other streamers. We mentioned before that swohl19 is a streamer and JoeBruin is a streamer, but 4-player chess streams 4-player chess, and is the #1 4-player chess streamer. Everyone should check him out, drop him a follow. I've learned a lot from watching his streams. And Mada streams as well. She streams mostly puzzles and chess variants. I watched her stream last night. Well, I rated her last night, and she has a new meta where she does like a few things at once. So so everyone in her stream was playing words on stream while she was doing a chess simul, and doing puzzles. Yeah, I did meta. I think you noticed then, but that was what, like 12 hours ago, something like that.
A little bit of background on this week. So I'm Madalena's moderator on Twitch, and she had a recent huge raid from the Botez sisters, none other than the Botez sisters. So
they have never raided me, and like every other chess streamer that I can imagine like has. I've got well, maybe Gotham Chess has it. I don't think Gotham Chess hasn't. Hikaru hasn't. And Botez hasn't. Everyone else has. Chess Bras rated me a few times. Feingold has rated me. Like all the other big streamers have rated me at some point. But go ahead.
But
No, I can speak. In fact, why I'm not speaking? So I think they did that because I'm Romanian, and I played. It seems their father was saying that. We played together at World Championship.
Oh wow, that's fun.
In Greece.
So you have met one of the Botez sisters, or you've met their father?
I think it's possible that I met them both.
Okay.
But I think it was Alexandra, not Andrea.
Okay.
The big one.
Yeah, Alexandra has played more in chess tournaments than Andrea has.
Yes, no, I'm sure that I don't know Andrea. I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
But for Alexandra, I even think that we meet a couple of times. But on the board, it seems that we meet once in Greece.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't know at what age, because I think I was little. So his father, I think, knows better than us because he remembered. Okay, but all that it's because I'm Romanian, I think. So don't take it personal.
No, yeah, I'm not taking it personally. So in this ending position, I think you still had mate here. I mean, he can't. I'm looking at the ChessyClub versus swohl19 final position. Can't go to G.
With the pawn.
Can't go to no, even without a pawn. Can't go to G1 because of knight at H3. And if king goes up, we have knight at H5. And that forces king H4. So
H4, yeah.
So after king H4, we have knight at G6. And then that forces king takes the knight on h5. And then you can move the knight to f6, and that's a double check.
Oh my god.
Which I think is mate.
Mhm.
The king goes back to h4, I think.
No, there's
there
a knight
was
on g6.
knight.
You dropped a knight on
There
g6.
is. Oh, we dropped knight. Oh, so that is mate. Oh my god.
Yeah. So I
Really
think she
compliments.
had mate at the end, even with two knights.
With the knight. Mm-hmm.
Wait, is
So-
it 2 knights or 3 knights? Oh, hold on. That's knight. Yeah, it's 2 knights. So she could have a knight to spare, which she could leave for the next game. But yeah, so even at the end you had mate. So that's a testament to you guys were crushing at certain games throughout this match for sure. And have you guys been playing any warm up games between your matches, or have you just been playing in the matches themselves?
We've been playing zero bug house in between the matches, I think, except like one Saturday, I think, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, like before the match that was supposed to take place but didn't.
Yes, we played at that moment. One.
I think that was
game
it.
Or
It
2
was, like,
games.
2 or
No,
3.
we didn't prepare at all. No.
We
Well,
really didn't prepare that much.
practice definitely helps. So I mean, it's congratulations for doing so well even without preparing. but
Thank you.
but if you prepare, I'm sure you will do even better. And preparing can be partnered with each other, or partnering with other people can help as well. I know I partnered Luke a little bit, which like a week or so ago. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully, Luke learned a bit when partnering me, and it's good to partner with different people because different people have different styles at Bughouse. Oh, thanks very much for the follow from Jesse Feb, who was one of the members of hashtag Chess, and has broken off
I
the
got you.
stream on her own.
Hello,
So-
Jesse.
Oh, okay. Thanks to Luke for shouting her out. So Jessie is grinding for partner, and hopefully can get her up to those 75 viewers so she can get that check mark back.
Yeah, good luck, Jesse. I had the pleasure of playing a game or two against her in the Chess Played Quick events during the variants one, which was, of course, my favorite Chess Played Quick event.
Yeah. I enjoyed both the Bughouse and the variant Chess Play Quick. Ironically, I did much better in the variants one than the Bughouse one. I think that was mostly due to my seeding, that I was seeded into the open section for the Bughouse one and the under 2000 for the variants one. But I won $600 in the variants edition, and I won $0 in the Bughouse edition, even though I'm like by far the number one Bughouse streamer as far as like hours streamed, viewers, etc. There were just a lot of really good players in the open section.
Jack, you know why people don't stream Bughouse?
Why is that?
It's hard to put the second board.
It is hard to put the second forward. So my layout is a lot fancier than most people's because I individually capture not just the boards but also like the
my God.
usernames, the clocks, and so forth to make them
I
all
don't know.
look equally sized. But even if you do like 2 captures, or you capture the left board in one capture, the right board in another, you can size them and make it look pretty nice like that. But yeah, that's definitely an impediment to Bughouse streaming.
Yes, it's horrible, and each time I don't know everything. It's falling apart. So if it's falling apart at I don't know whatever where I have a board and a clock, it's fine. I can do it in 12 seconds.
Yeah,
But
it's easier to
if
do it
it's
on the
falling
fly for
apart
chess.
in Bughouse, oh my God. That's my cat. Sorry for all that.
right.
So JoeBruin or Mata or anyone out there, if anyone wants help with their bughouse layouts or chess layouts in general, I've helped so many people with layouts and with setting up stream and stuff. And if I'm free, like, you know, I can't guarantee that I'm on call 24/7, but like, just hit me up on Discord, and if I'm free, which I usually am, then I'll hop in a Discord call with you, give you some advice. Maybe you can share screens, and I can, you know, let you know what to do to make things look better. And even like the same people will come back to me like over and over again, like Little Plotkin and Vampire Slayer. Like, I've helped them set up their layouts like I don't know, at least 10 different times each, and then somehow the layouts will be screwed up, and they'll be like, I hate to do this to you, Chuck. I know it's only been like 2 weeks, but something happened to my layout. Can you help me again? And yeah, I'm always happy to help other streamers.
You're so nice. Thank you.
I was
Maybe
once
we will
mad
consider that. Yes.
Matt was starting from scratch every time.
But I don't know. I'm preparing the stream. Everything's fine. I don't know what I'm doing some seconds, but not on the computer. I'm starting the stream. Everything's falling apart. What?
So one quick tip I would recommend for streamers is I see a lot of chess streamers who they'll jump into Bughouse and then they'll start making like modifications to their chess layout to make it somehow work for Bughouse. I think every chess streamer should have a separate separate scene that is just for Bughouse, and you know, get that working, and then don't touch it, and you know, only go into that scene when you do Bughouse. So then you don't have to do as many adjustments on the fly. It should just work.
Chuck, trust me, I have on Bughouse on 4-player chess. I did with the, like you were telling, with dimensions, with everything. And at one point on the stream, bam, everything's out. I was like, oh.
This pretty much happens to me too on certain occasions, like when I have like 10 different pieces of the web page.
So there's
formatted.
Well, so there's a few things that can happen. So some general tips for streamers. One of them is that if your browser updates, it might change like where the pixels are certain places. So like your title bar or bookmarks might get bigger or smaller. So I have my browser never update for that reason, and I go to a lot of websites that hate me for it. They're like, why are you using this browser? It hasn't been updated in like 4 years. You can't use our website. So then I just use a different browser for those websites, because it's so important to me that my browser doesn't update so that it doesn't go crazy. The other thing is, like, I don't mess with the resolution on my monitor. I leave the resolution like the same all the time. And I always have the window like maximized, because if the window is not maximized, then you have to make sure that's like the same size always. So those things help me. And so the other thing is chess.com occasionally will make modifications. It doesn't happen that often, but every 6 months to a year, they will change something that screws up all your layouts. But if you play Bughouse frequently or anything frequently, then that's something you will notice, and it only happens every 6 months or so. The other weird idiosyncrasy of chess.com is if you're observing games rather than playing, it can have, in live chess, on the right hand side, it'll have like a list of like past games, and those will change the board size on the left. So I have one layout for when there's those annoying pop-ups on the right of previous games, and one layout for when those don't exist. And honestly, the one for when it exists like is screwed up for me now, and I haven't bothered updating it. So that's why like I just have them for when the pop-ups aren't there, and then every time a game starts, if that comes up, I have to X out of it to make my layout correct.
Yes, that's what I think happened when I prepared everything beautiful and all that. And then when I started the game, it was a mess. And
Yeah.
it took me to play 2 or 3 games to prepare, and I don't know with who I
Yeah,
was
so
playing.
you can have 2 separate scenes, one each way, or you could have it always with the pop-up, and you can like observe 2 games, and then just leave the pop-ups out there, and then your layout will always be prepared for that way. So that's another way to do
Yes.
it.
Great. Thank you, Chuck.
Um,
And thank you for everything, for the comments also. I imagine that it was hard for you to be there for all the games.
yeah, we had an exciting match right before yours, but it ended right in time, so we could watch you guys. I'm trying to cover a lot of matches, but I'm not up 24 hours a day, so there's a lot of matches that I haven't covered. I'm hoping to cover more in the elimination phase. Let me check the calendar real quick, but I don't think there's any more coming up today, as far as I know. I think we're kind of done for the day. So I think what I'm going to do is end the stream, and we're going to raid Chess, who of course
Fantastic.
streams 4-player chess.
Appreciate that.
Thank you one more time, Chuck. Thank you. Thank
So
you, and bye-bye, everyone.
thanks for giving us a great match to watch. Congratulations for getting game off them. Good luck to you in your future matches.
Well played, Joe and swohl. Very, very well played.
Everyone should go follow all 4 of them. All 4 are great streamers. So I would love to play Bughouse with both of you at some time, to partner you at some time. So we're going to send you guys to Chess, who's another 4-player chess streamer, and is one of the best FFA players out there. And hopefully some people who are watching me for Bughouse can get introduced to 4-player chess, which is another wonderful game. And we're going to be covering more Bughouse World Championship matches, hopefully tomorrow and later in the week. And tonight I'm going to be doing my normal Bughouse stream at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So thanks a lot, everyone, and have a great afternoon. Bye, guys.